Hello and welcome to this episode of Voices of Fostering. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, on the podcast, we quite often like to get people back on. We have a really good chat and we like to catch up with them maybe a year or so later and see how they're getting on. So, welcome back to Voices of Fostering. Fiza.
Hiya, how are you? It's so nice. It's my pleasure to be back on this podcast.
Yeah, it's lovely to have you back. Thank you so much for joining us, Fiza. So, it was about 12 months ago, really, wasn't it, that we had a chat? And just remind us about your fostering setup and how long you've been doing it. It's been quite a few years now, hasn't it?
So this April, it's almost 12 years for us as a family to foster. Why I say as a family, because I wouldn't have done it without my team, and my team has 3 of my birth children and my husband who works from home. So yeah, it's been a very long journey. I feel like I was like this forever.
And I remember in our chat, there were some really poignant moments, really, with some stories that you shared with us. You know, you've fostered teenagers, you've had parent and child. You've also had asylum seekers with you as well, haven't you?
Yeah, and also the highlight was I have fostered a 3 days old baby alone
Wow.
on her own. So that was like, that was a completely different experience. Completely different. Yeah.
So coming up to today, what's your situation now? What's your household like now? Who have you got living with you?
So at the moment, I have a 7-year-old that came to me for past 2-3 months ago, but we have a planned holiday booked some time ago. This intervention was very important in that young person's life because they needed therapeutic parenting, which I have done some time ago, and just for 4 months, interruptions and intervention was required. So we have stepped forward and we said, okay, we will do that work as a team. It's going really well. It's amazing. She just turned 8 a few days ago on 11th of June.
Oh, amazing. Do you have a lovely birthday celebration for her?
Yes. And in her words, it was first and ever best birthday she ever had.
Oh, amazing. So just remind us, Fiza, you touched on there on therapeutic fostering. It's something that we've talked about on the podcast before, but remind us what therapeutic fostering is and how it can be helpful to the whole process.
I think everybody has a parenting style usually, but this one is specifically targeting children with challenging behavior in a way it's out of the box, and you have to think out of the box. You have to be patient, you have to be calm, you have to have some therapeutic techniques, some play games, some kind of like a intervention that usually we don't think about it when we are parenting our children. And that had helped in this case a lot, because in our household, as I said, we are 5 people. So if sometime I could be a trigger point for this young person, immediately the other person jumps in. We are all different ages. My son is now almost 20, then 17, and then 15. Then my husband, he is a completely different calm person. I'm more fun and active and lively. So we all complement each other. And in this way, my children doesn't even know. They have not even read or done any courses about therapeutic parenting, but the way they were raised, now they know that these kind of things help. So a small example is this person, the young person I have. She's amazing. She went into this cycle of crying and uncontrollable emotions. She could not express herself. She would just cry and cry. It was more than 45 minutes and nothing was working. No amount of uh, words, no amount of coming close to that person, nothing was working. And she was just in her room, and after every 5 minutes I would just knock and say, do you need my help? Do you need me to come inside? And I was blocked every second. What helped was interruption and intervention at the same time, and changing the course of their thinking all of a sudden. So like they were just crying and crying and crying. And all of a sudden I went into the room. I said, do you need my help? And she was like crying and she said, no, I don't need anybody's help. All of a sudden I said, look what happened. And she was like, what? And the tears were still there and she forgot why she was crying. And I said, look, all the spiders came out of the walls because you were so loud and they were their bedtime and their babies are crying now. That's not nice. Now they have to put their kids back to bed. And she was like, but I can't see them. I said, oh, only adults can see them. And she was like, oh, but I don't like spiders. And then we changed completely the course. The child forgot the reason why they were crying. They took over their emotions. They came outside the room. They started talking about spiders. Then we watched a little video on spiders, how their babies look like, how they come out of eggs. So it completely changed the course of that cycle that she couldn't come out of. It had helped in so many ways, in so many small other events that has happened, that um, if I thought, if I would not have done that training some years ago, it was 1 year's training, I don't know how would I have managed this. It just at the right time intervene and change that course of the trauma or the way they are dealing with the situation, because it's very hard for her to name her emotions and then to come out of those emotions. Then after that, we did have a conversation and we did talk about it, why she was finding it difficult to control, why she was finding it difficult to to express herself. And then after that, we had a strategy how to work, how she would ask for help and how she would count 10 backwards so that she can, calm down and relax. And then she would definitely let somebody in. That's the thing. Because if they are in that cycle and they don't let anybody in, help is not possible then. So that's when she realized that, okay, she would do that. It will still take time. It is a work in progress, but we are very proud of it that the 3 months, social workers, the managers, the team has seen so much progress in that child's challenging behavior.
And do you think therapeutic parenting, Fiza, is something that any parent could use, really, not just children who are in care?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Because sometimes we also get away, we also burn out being parents to our own birth children. So therapeutic parentings always tell us things that is out of the box, to think different, the strategies, the small little gestures, like if somebody's sad, automatically they will just slouch and they will go down, look down. So all you have to do is just throw a little thing at them and they will look up. That would change. Small techniques that really helps.
Yeah.
And I really believe it will help any parent if they work on it, if they start researching on it,
Yeah.
and if there are any courses available, they should definitely do it.
Now, Fiza, something you're passionate about is staying in contact with a lot of your foster children and their families. It's like, you've created this big community network that just gets bigger and bigger, doesn't it? So has that continued over the last year since we last spoke?
Yes, definitely. So the coming week on 19th, there is a mom and a baby. Mom coming with 2 babies. She's coming to stay, and then there is another mom coming to visit us from Oxford with her child. After that, on 26th of the month. So yes, I am always in touch, and I love it. So how they send me their pictures of their children growing up, how the young persons who are above 18 now, and they are in touch with me, telling me their story about their boxing, about their career, how they are going forward. One of the most touching one was 5, 6 years ago, I fostered this young person, and he called me and he said next year he's getting married.
Oh,
So this
wow.
is an amazing thing, like amazing. And
Yeah.
this country, I'm on my own with my kids and my husband only. So I don't have any family. But this is my family. This
Yeah.
is my family here. So family far away.
Yeah, so you're going to be going to a wedding next year then. That'll be lovely. And what's that sort of connection like with, families who you've had such an impact on? I imagine there's a lot of gratitude there a lot of the time. How do they express that to you?
Okay, so my WhatsApp memory is full now, because all the messages I love to keep. I don't want to delete any of them. They are all full of gratitude. The way after some time I get a really long message from a foster child that I have not seen for months or heard from. So that shows me that whenever they are down in their life, they look back and they see that there was a family, there was a person who unconditionally provided support to us. They did not judge us. They did not judge my trauma. And then that support has carried them and moved them forward in life. So that makes me feel so happy. Like this young person, I've not heard from him for a very long time, maybe a year. And then all of a sudden, he texted me and he said, you know what, Fizanti, I'm getting married next year. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. You've grown so much. Like he may be like 24, 25 now.
Wow.
So he's achieved and he has done a degree in social care. So all these things, looking back at the journey they started and now how much they have achieved, it's amazing.
Yeah. And I
So beautiful.
suppose there must be an element, Fiza, of when, a child or young person moves on, you do have to let go to a point, don't you? But then do you feel that they do sort of come back naturally?
Yeah. So I had like, Norma, I don't know how many children I've fostered, but almost 10% of them had not come back. 90% I'm still in touch with them. Letting go, if somebody asked me, a few days ago, there was a media campaign for the fostering and I went there. So they asked me a question, what was the most difficult part? I don't find any challenging behavior as difficult. What I find is saying goodbyes is the most difficult part because I'm not sure if they will come back, if they ever will be in touch or not. So that actually takes so much, like some part of your heart with them. They just take it and you are empty there.
Yeah.
Once they come back, you start healing, you start being in touch. That is what keeps me going. But the
Yeah.
children who goes and never come back, I always wonder what happened with them. Are they okay? Had they done what they wanted from life? So that is really difficult, actually.
So yeah, you mentioned there you've been quite busy recently with the National Fostering Group. You've been on a photo shoot, I understand. What was that like?
It was amazing. It was so much fun. It was all day from morning till 6, 7 o'clock in the evening. And it was fun. People were so friendly. The staff, members, everybody was amazing. So it was few foster carers from all over the different parts of the country were there. And they were sharing their experiences. So it was media, it was video and audio and photo shoot. Yes. So it was really good.
Amazing. And
I'm lucky to be a part of it, to be honest.
yeah, and how important is it for you, Fizza, to be part of that, that NFG community really with other carers? As you say, you were sharing your stories with each other. Is it really important to do that?
Oh my God, it is so important. Imagine if we are not doing all these things. We would have a very limited audience. So to spread the good word to the audience that's their home at their homes and they don't even know what fostering is. Didn't know 12 years ago what fostering was. And imagine, so that's why I am so vocal and I always advocate about it. No matter how challenging, how difficult it could be, no job is easy. When you leave your house 9 o'clock in the morning and come back 5 o'clock in the evening, doing any amount of work outside banking, it could be any sector, it could be teaching, it could be workforce, labor, nothing is easy. Everything has their own challenges. So why not do something that will bring impact, positive impact throughout their generations? It's not you are just earning, you are giving so much education, you are giving another perspective of life to people. Especially I advocate parent and child fostering because if you fix or if you make a difference in one parent's life, no matter how many children they have, 6, 4, 5, you are actually passing it to generations. So
Mm.
that parent would parent that child in a way that would make uh, a difference to the whole community and society in future, because that child will grow up to be a parent as well. So whatever we teach one parent, they will pass it on, good or bad.
Yeah.
So I think it's a very beautiful thing to do. I always would advocate for it.
You mentioned there, Fizza, that 12 years ago you didn't know anything about fostering. Just remind us, how did you find out about fostering? What was it that sort of piqued your interest?
Yeah, actually, we wanted to adopt. Back then, my son was like 3, 4 months old, and we always wanted to adopt the child. So I called the local authority and I said, okay, we are ready to adopt. We can financially afford it. So why not we go ahead? They said, oh, your child is very young at the moment. Let him grow a little bit. Then after that. So when we moved here, one of our neighbors, I heard as well that they were fostering, and they said that, why do you even want to adopt? I said, because I want to give the warmth and the family and the love and a good future to a child. So then they told me that, why don't you do fostering? And I'm like, what is that? They said, it's actually you are making difference in different children's life. When they go back, they will take something from you and they will use it in their life. So that way, the way you are thinking is you would definitely do it on a bigger level, on a
Yeah.
me level. And I thought, wow. And then she said there is an allowance to it as well, so that you don't feel financially a little bit, distressed or upset. So there is an allowance to it. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing thing in this country, that children are looked after, and then the families are supported, and there is incentives as well. So for me, it was nonstop from there.
I feel like, Fizzy, you had so much love to give. The opportunity for you to spread it out to as many people as possible was quite attractive to you, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was amazing for us. And now my children, they feel like it's a part of their life. So when there is a gap, we don't have a child from when one moves away and the other ones, there is time always. Sometimes it's weeks, sometimes it's a few months. And then they start saying, Mom, what's happening? Why is the house so quiet? Why you're not working? Why we don't have a foster sibling? So yeah. And the therapeutic parenting, well, you asked the question about this young person. How it helps is, when this young person came to me, she is very smart and very aware of where she is, why she is in care, what is happening in her future. And she used to call me only my carer. Every time she go to school, she would introduce me to people like my carer, my carer. First few weeks she was saying that. And after our love and the way we treat her, the way we parent her, the way we show how important she is to us, she started saying foster parent.
Okay.
And then 2 days ago, she went to school. She left me a card, and I took a picture of that card. And in that card, she said that, with her broken handwriting, she says that, Fiza auntie, you are the best foster mother in the world.
Oh, wow.
I love you just like my sisters. She has two sisters. She's a set of siblings, and she is taken away from her, from the siblings, so that we can work on her whole, changing her mindset, changing the way she thinks, changing the way she looks at herself, because there was really confidence issues, self-esteem issues, challenging behavior issues. So when she gives that example, because she loves her sister so much, she says that she compared the love. That's how she wanted to show me that how much she loves me is the way she loves her sisters.
Yeah.
And that was amazing. And yesterday was a meeting, and I was literally crying, and I said, I don't know how to say goodbye to her. And it would be so traumatic for us. It's like it was a 4 months period we had to work. I wish it would have been extended, but some circumstances can't be changed. And she have to move next month.
Oh,
But
wow.
I hope we give her so much in that 1 month, whatever time we have left. That, and I've always reassured her, I'm always here. I'll give you my email address. I'll give you my phone number. Anytime you want to speak to me, speak to your social worker or an adult, and we will make a play date with us.
Yeah, and what incredible progress you've made with her there in her ability to trust people and to connect with the people who are caring for her. That's incredible, Fizza. So it sounds like you've had such an amazing last year. It's been brilliant to catch up with you. What do you hope for the next 12 months, or do you not know? You're just going to go with it?
Yeah, actually, I hope so, that I get more parents to work with. As I said before, I really advocate parent and child, because most of the family system is a little bit broken. And if you change uh, the mindset of one mother or one father or a parent, that would go to generations. So the results are long lasting. Even with the young people, when you change their mindset, of course, when they become parents as well, but then it would be too long journey. But this one impact you can see straight away. You can see when they go back home, they say, oh, I have made these changes. I'm not going to let my partner treat me this way because I'm a strong woman now, or otherwise. And then so these all messages show me that they have learned so much from these situations, that when they stayed at home, it's like mentoring. It's like mentoring a little family while you are already having a strong family system in this household. So it helps a lot. So I'm looking forward for all these new moms and kids coming to our house in future.
Wonderful. Well, it's been so lovely to catch up with you, Fizza, and best of luck with the coming year.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to come once again. And even if one person is inspired and comes by listening to us and moves forward and ask about fostering, that would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Fizza. thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Voices of Fostering. If you'd like to find out more, head online and search National Fostering Group and make this the year you foster.